Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Story Reckless. I am Nathan. I am your DM this evening, and I use he, him pronouns. I'm going to pass it to our players so they can do their intros.
My name's Claire. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm playing Kidam. Still a half-elf, still a grave cleric.
My name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns, and I'm playing Calliope, old lady who's just trying to take a bath.
I'm Enyo, they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Pip, who may or may not have started a cult, taken control of a cult.
I'm excited to see what happens there. So with
Me
that,
too.
I don't know. I don't think there's any announcements for tonight, right? Am I missing something? No, we're good.
Do we want to announce what's happening in January?
I guess we can now.
We can also not, and just make people wonder.
Well, yeah, okay. We'll make people wonder because
Okay.
you did mention it, so now people are just gonna be wondering. Something is coming in January. We will probably be announcing it in probably in December. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I can say now that we are planning to do another, holiday break. So we'll be taking a week off come that time of year. It's like whatever the week after Christmas is. So, yeah. All right. Well, with that, let's do a quick little recap and jump right into this. Last we left off, our heroes here, our characters we've been following. I don't know about heroes. I don't know about that word. I always question that word when I use it. Protagonists. Yeah. Our protagonists that we've been following along here just recently escaped the Dungeon of the Dead 3. They uncovered a wealth of information via Mortlock Vanthampur, who revealed that the Vanthampur family has been behind much of the chaos and strife that has been plaguing this region of the Sword Coast. You also discovered that apparently Thavius Krieg, the High Overseer of Elturel, the home of Calliope, was spotted being taken into the Vanthampur's home. With all this information gathered, Kadam decided that they wanted to warn the other cultists that the hideout was going to be raided by the Flaming Fist come the morning. Upon doing this, though, unfortunately, they encountered both Mortlock and Kadam. One cultist who was aware of the fact that Mortlock was meant to be assassinated. And in their final moments of life, they took Mortlock's life. And Mortlock is now dead and left behind somewhere within the Dungeon of the Dead 3.
But not rotting.
His gentle repose was cast on his body, so he's gonna be good for 10 days.
Yep.
If somebody can get down there and cast Revivify, if they have 300 gold pieces of diamond, then he's back.
If his mother wants him, she can have him back, I guess.
So with all of this, you had to get out, and you bumped into all the other cultists trying to get out. Thankfully, Pip still had on her disguise as the commander that you had run into earlier, and she convinced them all that that's who she was, and told them all to leave, and you were able to get out unscathed, with all of these cultists now assuming that the disguised version of Pip is in fact their leader, which was their leader, but Pip was disguised, so we're gonna see what happens, because Pip told them to go to the Hellfire Lounge, which she has connections to in Baldur's Gate. So we'll see what happens if Pip manages to get there at some point. With all of them gone, you were about ready to leave when Calliope, you decided you really wanted to go into the dancing nymph to take a bath as Jabaz was trying to get you all to leave, trying to close up the business for the night. When 5 figures leapt over the wall, landing around you, you saw them dressed in these kind of black leathered uniforms with a mask vaguely resembling the snout of a dragon adorning their face. And as they all looked towards you, that is where we left off. As one figure stands up and steps forward, you all are standing at the entrance here to the dancing nymph as these figures make themselves known. One of the figures steps forward, kind of glancing over you all, and then settles on Manfred. Kind of cocks their head. They gently place a hand on the dagger at their side, and while looking at Manfred, they say, "You have something of ours. Please hand it over. We don't want this to get messy." And Manfred kind of tenses, looks back at all of you, sort of waiting for any response. Do any of you do anything?
I look back at Manfred.
Do any of us, or does Pip recognize the dragon mask from anything else except from in the treasure pile?
Do you have history as a proficiency?
Probably not.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Calliope, you can make a history check. And Pip, if you have a history as a proficiency, you can do the same. But if not, I don't think you've encountered.
Rolled low.
What?
11.
11, okay. And what about?
Yeah, no.
No.
I do not.
Yeah, I don't think Pip would know. I mean, yeah.
That's fair.
I can't justify it right now, so. You got an 11? I mean, with an 11, very basic, like, you don't know exactly who these folks are affiliated with, but you do know that there are groups that, you know, that kind of revere dragons, right? And that is likely what this group is, with their very obvious, like, dragon adornments. But, like, anything beyond that, any specifics, you're not sure, like, which group this is. Manfred kind of looks back and straightens up. What exactly are you speaking of that I have on me? The individual kind of takes a step forward, gripping the dagger a little more tightly. I can sense it on you. There's no point in hiding it. You have something of our queen's. Open that
Manfred,
satchel at your side.
I suspect we may have stolen from some thieves here, and these may be the rightful owners.
That is possible.
They were in perfectly valid locked chests. Valid loot.
If you can sense this thing and track it so much, why haven't you come for it before?
They jerk their head in your direction. We have to be within range. We weren't close
I mean, it was right below us.
Well, no, Calliope, that's a very valid point, actually. There are certain spells that... it's a thing. It's a thing.
They raise
It's
their
real.
hand. Are you going to give it to us? Montfort kind of... Okay. What if, perhaps we could make some kind of exchange? Maybe, some sort of finder's fee, like a small percentage of its true worth. I'm afraid not. Give it to us, or I'm afraid violence will have to be the other option. Manfred kind of tenses and looks over all of you once more.
Manfred, it ain't ours.
Now, hold up. It ain't ours, but we got a responsibility. We found it with some very nefarious folks. I'd like to know how they got it and what you intend to do with it.
Sure. They stole it from us.
And you are? How are we supposed to know this is your crown?
It is the crown,
shit.
right?
It's
Just to be clear.
Excellent. Well, then you've seen Our Lady adorned upon it. Listen, we have no reason to justify ourselves to you. We can resort to violence or just make this quick and simple.
Guys, it's been a very long day.
It's been a very long day.
It's
I
been
would
a
like
really
to know
long day.
what you intend to do with it.
Oh, it is merely of value. We wish to return it to its rightful place, to our queen.
Oh, so you're just do-gooders then?
Yes, that's correct. We're do-gooders.
Can we roll insight on
We're
that?
adventurers. Yes, go ahead, roll insight.
Oh, I get +1 on insight. 8. Seems great, guys.
Yeah.
I
Manfred,
think they're on the level. It has been a long day.
May we
I
know?
choose to believe them.
Manfred sighs,
May we know the name of your queen?
pulls the crown out, and hands it towards them. They kind of tense up, and as Manfred's extending the crown out, this individual steps forward and gently plucks the crown from Manfred's fingers, looks it over, puts it in their satchel, looks at you, Kadam. She's the queen of all dragons. Surely you've heard of Tiamat, ruler of all dragons, rightful ruler of this plane, some would say. But
Now that's very odd. I have heard of Bahamut.
yes, I'm sure you have. That deceitful little god.
I see. All right. Let's
They-
go home,
They
folks.
kind of cock their head and hold a hand up. Before you leave, did you happen to see any more of this? I'm not sensing any nearby.
Sorry, more of this?
There was quite a bit of wealth taken from our queen. Likely most of it was stored in one place. I heard this one, and they point at Pip, mention something about chests. Yes. But I'm not sensing the rest of her wealth. Do you happen to know anything about this?
No.
You, my friend, are asking for a lot. On the backs of nothing but threats of violence. Don't be getting greedy now here.
Both of you can make deception rolls, or one of you can make it with advantage. I'm assuming.
Am I lying? I
thought one of you put everything in your bag of holding. Who? Somebody did this. Somebody was scooping. Was that you, Pip?
No, that was me.
Yeah.
But maybe you genuinely don't know you're lying. So go ahead and make a persuasion roll. That's fine.
I genuinely was thinking like
Yeah.
items.
Yeah. That's fine. Go
Not
ahead.
a bunch of copper.
Make a persuasion roll
Yeah,
then.
copper? Like, that ain't Tiamat's wealth.
Yeah.
That's just like pocket change that they've been like mugging people for?
23
23. Okay.
for persuasion.
Okay. Very well. Well, thank you for being so cordial. And they step back, joining the others. They look around at the other cultists around them, give like a quick hand gesture, and they all dramatically leap up onto the walls and out of sight as they go bounding off into the city.
All right. I actually turned back. Is Jabaz still there?
The door is closed.
Oh, all right. Can I say that I told him that the Flaming Fist would be by in the morning when I handed him the 20 gold?
Yeah, sure. Like I mean, it was very brief, I would say. Just
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's like all you got out.
He did not want to have a conversation.
Okay.
Okay, with that business concluded, I need to take a wash.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm going to sleep. This has been a ridiculous day.
Clappy, would a sponge bath suffice?
Are you going to give her a sponge bath?
No.
All right.
Why? It's right here. We're already here.
They've closed, and we have caused them so much harm today.
So why not just hang out for a little bit longer? It won't be a minute. It won't be a minute.
I'm
You
going-
stink,
I know. So do you.
and I aim to remedy that.
Are there not wash tubs in? Go to the Hillfire Lounge. They have an incredible spa there. There are bath salts galore. You will come out smelling as good as you possibly can, which I still admit is
It won't be
probably
a
not
minute.
very
It
good.
won't be a minute. It won't be a minute. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm going to walk away from here if
Oh.
you go back in there.
I'm heading home.
Oh, I thought we were right next to the pool.
You are right outside the doors. So the doors have been
Oh,
closed.
I
Yeah.
imagined us being like on the edge of a swimming pool during this whole
sorry,
conversation.
no. So sorry, the doors.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, that changes it.
It's okay,
okay.
Calliope. I get it. You're old. You get confused.
I turn around, the door's closed. Okay, never mind. They've closed them. Ah,
If folks would like to come back to my place, we can do tea, and I have at least half a loaf of bread left. And
Do you still have that severed head?
yeah.
Well, I need to talk to it. I'm this. She gestures to the captain's guard thing and is like, I don't know who this man is. Actually, we just stabbed him, or the lance.
Right. I can't. Not tonight. I'm too
Tomorrow?
tired.
I sure, of course. Do you live around here?
I live in Norchapel, on the other side of this on the other side of the wall.
It's a bit of a hike in it.
It's a bit of a hike, I suppose. I can get people through the wall though.
well,
Do you
sounds
live
great. Let's go.
closer?
I don't want to go back underground. Place that box screws person's got me posting up. It's cold and damp. I've had enough of that today.
All right. I don't live underground.
I assumed. I'm glad that you clarified that.
Yeah. And I turn to the tiefling woman who is with us.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
are also welcome. I'm so sorry. My name is Kadam. What's yours?
Hold on. Right. She's just been like kind of pushed up into the corner, quietly observing all this. She goes, I gotta find her. Oops, that's not what I want.
Forgot about her.
She goes. Okay, I gotta get her voice. The name is Vendetta Cress. I'm I work for the Othun Patra family.
All right.
Would you all be able to escort me? I don't feel comfortable walking the streets at night. If you could just get me to the upper city walls. I know some of the watch members there. They should be able to get me through. Would that be all right?
I'm fine with that. Heap Gate ain't far.
Good.
Oh, is that one of the ones that people can go through?
If you are connected, you can.
All right. She says she is.
Okay. Excellent. So you all are going to escort her up to Heat Gate. So you start going through the city streets, up the steep hill to the walls of the upper city. You eventually do get to Heap Gate, and you do see there are 2 watch members there standing guard. She gives you a brief thank you and goes up to the guards. You see her have an exchange. Yeah?
I will shake her hand or something.
Okay.
And cast guidance. I'm
Okay.
sorry for everything. If you need anything, you can ask around the outer city. People will be able to direct you to me.
Thank you. The best I can do is thanks. I work all the taverns in the city. I will tell this story to everyone, unless you don't want your names to be known or your faces to be known.
Well, it seems to be a bit of a moot point for me at this point.
All right.
Just say Kadam and crew. You keep.
Yeah,
That's
that
right.
sounds good.
You're
That sounds good.
Kadam. Oh my goodness, you're Kadam.
I am.
Where's Lovelace? She used to come in. I would see her at the various taverns, and she was the one that spread the story of all of that when it first happened. I remember being out in front of the city hall, and I was actually one of the folks in the crowd. that Patriara.
Yeah, him.
I'm forgetting his name.
I'm also forgetting his name.
Dlusker.
Delusker, that's right. Well, Lovelace is down south.
Oh. I hope she's being careful. I've heard bad things about the Knolls.
Yeah, I think she's down there. I haven't heard from her in a little bit, but she's probably fine.
Yes, probably is. I've heard the stories. She seems like she can handle herself. All right. Well, Kadam and crew, your story will be told. And she thanks you, and you just see her have a brief exchange with the watch guards. Yeah, Pip?
Oh, just Kadam and crew, but take my card. You distribute wine and spirits, right? We'll keep in touch.
All right, yes. We might be able to find some way of utilizing that. Of course, as a favor to you, I will absolutely do this. We can meet at the Blushing Mermaid. Say in 3 days. We can talk business if you like. I'm a distributor. I help with the Othun family. They might have interest in this. Thank you.
Oh, good night. Don't get kidnapped.
Good evening to you all. And she goes, has an exchange with the watch guards, and heads on through to the upper city. Are you all going to Kadam's?
I'm going to Kadam's.
Okay. Everybody else?
I am following.
Yeah.
Put the big dummies, pulled them all back up, and I'm just kind of creaking along.
Okay, excellent. So as you wander through the streets back towards Basilisk Gate. Kadam, I'm trying to remember if we had established the gates are closed. Were you able to leave at night last time?
I haven't tried. So far, I have only been using the Starry Pony secret route.
Understood. Yeah, I just for expediency, you would know that the gates would be closed at this point. They're not going to let people just head out, or I guess
The gates are closed at night normally. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess they would let people leave.
Okay.
It seems like a lot of effort to like open up the gates.
Well, they would have, some sort of small side thing, I would think, right?
Gate within a gate. It ain't that uncommon.
Yeah.
Gatehouse.
But
Exactly, yeah.
I would be leading people through the Starry Pony exit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think at this point, due to everything that's been happening, the gates are still pretty, firmly sealed, especially at night. Oh, hello, there's a new first-time chatter. Arc F2, we haven't seen you before. Nice to meet you, and welcome. Cool. Curious how you found us. Lovely to see you. Anyways, so you're gonna lead them through the Starry Pony. Okay, so Calliope, you were just complaining about
Underground
not going
dampness.
We're going underground again?
Yeah, but I don't live down here.
That remains to be seen.
underground.
If you're taking us down here to murder us, that's a convoluted plot.
Yeah, that really is. If I ever end up trying to murder you, Calliope, it will be much more straightforward and much more obvious. I
I
promise
appreciate
you
that. Thank
I
you.
expect there will be a lot of apologies beforehand too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the good ones always do that before they do the murder. Like, oh no, I wish I didn't have to do this. You're
We're
forcing
not
my
too
hand.
different, you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get it on with.
So, you head
We
to
head
the
back to my
yes,
place.
you head to the sewer grate, pop it open, head down to the spot where the secret entrance is. You do have to knock and wait quite some time before eventually a figure pops open the entrance, sees you there, gives a knowing nod, and leads you through this underground cellar to the Starry Pony, where you pop out into the outer city of Baldur's Gate. It is very much so 1:30 in the morning at this point. There is nary a person out on the streets at this late of an hour, and as you head through the kind of mud and dirt of the outer city out towards Norchapel, getting further and further away from the city walls, the smell of the manure and livestock kind of becomes stronger as you move through the outer city until eventually you get into Norchapel, where it's kind of the air itself does become a little more fresh. You get sense of the cool air coming down from the hill, from Hawk Hill, blowing down over these homes. And up ahead you see the little corner that you reside on, Kadam, and your small home. And as you duck inside, you are there in your cozy little home with your loft, a bed. Pip and Calliope, this is your first time inside Kadam's home. You walk inside a small little wooden home, and you can see up above there's a loft with some beds up there. Off to the side there's
One bed.
One bed, yeah, sorry. One bed. It is a very small home. One bed, and off to the side you see the little nook of a kitchen, correct? With the one table and a tea set and all of that. Is there a bookshelf on the bottom floor?
There are bookshelves. They don't contain terribly many books, though. It's mostly, materials,
Yeah.
medicines, that sort of thing.
Oh, right, yeah, totally. So as you settle in, what would you all like to do? Are you just gonna go straight to bed, or are you doing it?
You
Go ahead.
mentioned a sponge bath.
Yeah.
Going to bed smelling like this, that's a good way to get an infection.
You ain't wrong. And I will go out to the well and bring back several gallons of water. And set up a sponge bath station in the kitchen for those who want it, I suppose. and put some water on to boil.
Awesome.
I'm gonna
Pip is
set up
just-
this.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I want to set up a little it's like a box but with like little grills in it and a little statue up top. And you see Calliope like pull it out, like put it on the surface, like wind it up and like pour some powder in. And then this kind of like fog starts coming out, this like vapor. And it smells quite nice. It smells of like lavender scents. It's like it's clear the air.
So your home starts to fill with the scent of lavender, as well as are you making a fragrant tea, Kadam?
Yeah, I think I will go for like chamomile and lavender.
Okay, there you go. So your home smells wonderful, and you eventually get in all the water for the bath. Are you heating the water up?
No, I'm offering a sponge bath. This is well water.
Yeah. Okay. So this is
some
cold.
Fresh washcloths
yeah.
and some lye soap
Yeah.
and towel.
There you go. So as you all have a little sponge bath party together with the cold well water and some lye soap, you
Reminds me that you're alive. That's good. Good stuff.
You do manage, though, despite the cold water, after having this bath, you get the comfort of the warm tea served to you. And however you may feel about that is up to you, but you get that warmth coursing down through your body after this cold bath. With peach blossoms, yes.
I will burn the cultist's garb that we are wearing, unless anyone wants to keep it.
Does anybody want to keep the cultist
I
garb?
will burn it.
Okay. Pip, are you gonna get rid of your outfit as well?
Well, you might not want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I think Pip sort of actually just kind of tucks it away, just sort of throws them all rumpled into her boots, kicks her boots up, and still all muddy and disgusting onto Kadam's chair, I guess.
So for our new viewer here, Pip is are you? I can't remember if you're very tall or not. Are you all kind
I
of
think
short
that
people?
yeah, Pip is short, but she can change kind of the height of her boots
Right.
up to the foot.
So she has I mean, you can kind of see the character out there. She has this big broad hat on, and is kind of a shorter woman, but she has these really almost like thigh-high leather boots, right? And as you reach down, you kind of peel one side open, and this full-on outfit seems to just disappear into the boots and doesn't cause any sort of bulge or anything, as Pip uses her boots of holding to store the outfit that she got from the captain. All right.
Could have fit a whole crown in here too, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess did Manfred come back with you? No, Manfred went back to the
Oh, no, I would encourage him to come back with us.
Can you make a persuasion check for me real quick?
I can make a persuasion check. And Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea definitely.
How big is your place? Are we all
tiny.
just like
tiny?
That's a 21.
Okay, Manfred is like, all right, yes, I'll come back with you. So he puts his hat. He's already had his hat of disguise on at this point, looking like his human form. Joins you when he does get into your home, though, Kadam, and your home is like packed at this point with Rhea, Manfred, Calliope, Pip. Probably the most amount of people you've ever had in this little home.
Oh no, I've had much larger people.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And with all of you in here, Manfred does go up to your windows, and kind of turns to you, Kadam, and says, "Is it all right if I close the curtains? I would like to be a bit more comfortable."
Of course, go ahead.
So he closes up the curtains, takes his hat of disguise off, and his human form shifts into that of the big furry bugbear that he is. And he kind of gets down and starts doing the sponge bath as well. trying to get the gunk out of his fur. So yeah.
Calliope, give him some privacy.
Calliope's like, love to see it.
All right, I mean, as a bugbear,
Pull
I'm not
Calliope over to the side.
keeps watching.
Calliope,
Uh-huh.
how well do you know Rhea?
Oh, we've worked together on a couple jobs up in El Terrell. She's always seemed real good officer, real disposed to self-sacrifice for the good of the city. I didn't think that she'd last long, but here she is, lasts longer than I guess most of them.
She's 2 feet away. She's drinking tea. She can hear you.
And let that be a
Pull her
lesson to you,
away.
Rhea. Rhea.
I do not desire this to be overheard by Rhea.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
I'll-
you
It can
shouldn't
hear
have had
it.
it in
It's
your
fine.
tiny little house.
Look,
Right.
it's
Manfred's been splashing me with his dirty sponge water, and I'm sick of it. Why did I come back with you? I didn't know you lived in a hole.
It's bigger than that.
I was specifically promised that it was not a hole.
It ain't.
In a hole above ground.
Montford's just still watching. Rhea just sitting at the table drinking her tea. You could, I'm sure, you are able to pull Calliope
I
a
will
bit
pull
further
Calliope
away.
like
Yeah,
into the living room
yeah,
where
yeah.
my 2 armchairs are.
Yeah.
Why do you ask?
Well, she ain't no good to anyone dead. And I don't like to
I've been
see.
telling her.
Well, I know. I was hoping you might be able to sit down with me and see if we can't get rid of that.
I don't quite follow.
Well, she's willing to die for El Terrell. Is she willing to live for it?
I've seen a lot of folks pass on my life.
Sure, same.
And how we respond to it is super different. I'm sure you know, like how each person handles that kind of loss.
Absolutely. No, I'm not arguing. I think her reaction is perfectly normal. It just ain't. It ain't helpful right now.
Well, if you know how to get people to speed up their grieving process, I'm all ears. Only way I know how is to go through it with a sort of ironic detachment.
No, I've noticed that.
And I'm not going to apologize for it. It's gotten me this far.
I'm not asking you to.
Well, you're asking her to.
I don't see that you will be putting yourself or us at risk with your ironic detachment.
I suppose that's true.
I
All right.
want all of us to stay alive.
You got any plans? Not so good with the touchy-feely stuff sometimes.
That's my specialty, ain't it? I'll see. I'll see.
I look forward to seeing what you see.
All right. And I'll head back to the others.
Okay. You regroup with the others. Mumford's just finishing the sponge bath. He actually seems like not terribly modest when it comes to this. And it seems like it's probably because he's essentially like a Sasquatch. He's just like covered in fur. So he's just like finishes up the sponge bath, starts to dry off with one of the towels, and by the time he finishes and you come over, he's just this kind of like puff ball, just and he's like putting his clothes back on as he's grabbing a thing of tea and sitting down next to Rhea. Rhea seems to be almost lost in her tea as she's just sitting there staring at it. Do y'all want to do anything else while you're here at Kadam's this evening?
One question: where are you expecting us all to sleep?
Well, I was thinking that I could take the cushions from the armchairs upstairs, and I got some blankets and pillows and such. We could all just kind of...
So a good old-fashioned slumber party.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. I didn't really have many of those, but I've heard stories, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
If any of you have bedrolls, I see that you both have bags of holding, and I look at Pip and Calliope.
Of course we have bedrolls.
I wasn't expecting to go camping here. I came here for a conference. I was supposed to be in one of them highfalutin temples.
And then you ended up in a hole underground.
And then I ended up in a hole underground. Goes to show.
In one of the temples, to be fair.
Okay, well. I guess I'm doing better than that. I'm above ground, and that's something. That's an improvement. One step at a time. That's what I always say.
All right. I call sleeping next to Manfred because he is very warm and he looks very cozy.
You beat me to it.
Okay. Yes, I don't have a bedroll of my own. I wasn't expecting this, and getting back to my home at Sisawa is going to be very difficult.
That's just fine. You can have the bed if you want.
I also need the bed. My old aching bones.
Kind of looks down at himself, and as he stands, he stands up to his full 7-foot height, and then looks up at the bed in the loft. Sure. I'm worried I might take up a bit of space, but
I'm small. We'll fit fine. Come on up.
I thought I was okay. Pip is. I thought Pip was. Are you both going to be in the bed with me? This might be a bit.
Clearly, obviously, I'm not sleeping on the floor. I don't care if I have a bedroll.
All right. I'm not.
We'll all fit. It's fine. It's fine.
If
we'll play Tetris.
If I may, I'm not used to I'm not used to people touching me. It makes me a little uncomfortable. So if it's okay if I just put the blanket between us, it would just make me feel a bit more comfortable.
Of course.
Right, thank you.
Manfred, you can also say no. I'm okay. I just need to ease into it. All right. I just
You know we're not the kind of people who are good for easing into things. Just say no.
Just as long as I can have the blanket between me and you, it will be fine. Or a pillow or something like that. And he starts to climb up the ladder, just basically ejecting out of the conversation. And just starts climbing up the ladder. You can hear the creaking as he gets up there, and crawls into the bed and pulls the blanket over. Calliope and Pip, are you going to head up?
Quite frankly, I don't actually care. I just wanted him to be uncomfortable enough to say no.
I am.
I have not yet seen him say no.
So Calliope, you go up with Manfred. All right, so Calliope, you get up there. When you do get up there, you just see the blanket pulled over him, and just the little bit of the big ears popping out at the top, and then his big hairy legs and feet sticking out the bottom as the blanket doesn't quite fit him. But he does
Well,
kind of
as he tries to take up new space, I will take up the rest of the space with my tiny little body, just like flop
starfish
that.
out.
Yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
it still does. It's like not much.
Yeah.
Not big, but
Yeah. Calliope, being Calliope, you are a 5 foot tall or shorter air genasi. Was that right?
oh no,
Because you're size
yeah,
small, right?
I'm size small. I
Oh,
was
so
thinking
you're
like
like
4 feet.
4 feet tall. Yeah, this little air genasi old lady going up there and just starfish out on the bed.
I need
Awesome.
to turn on some white noise in order to sleep. I like pull out another one of those like little breast statues and like wind it up, and like it just starts making like running water sounds.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And also, hold on a second. I need this special cushion here, and I pull it out of my bag of holding. Usually, it's in the cockpit, and it's gotten a little bit sneaky, but here I have some changes for it, and I just like start like furnishing this area with all of my very specific needs.
Amazing. So Calliope does her bedtime routine and gets settled in. Sure, why not? Pip and Kadam, where are you sleeping? I think we're committed to this scene. Let's see it through to the end.
Pip takes out her bedroll and is sleeping on the floor and keeps kind of tossing and turning, and finally, after a couple of hours, says like, "Forget this," and just goes up and like just flops on the other side of Manfred.
Awesome. So,
Mind you, and has been established before, I have a twin bed.
Flops on top of Manfred,
oh,
but with the blanket still between.
Yeah. He jolts awake and then kind of awkwardly smooshes to one side as you kind of slot in between him and Calliope.
Here's a question: are you still wearing your boots to bed?
The boots are off.
Oh.
The boots are off.
So as you go up, this is like in the
I
middle
have
of the night.
my little
so,
goat hooves.
So people probably don't notice because it's the middle of the night. But yeah, I guess as the audience, we see Pip as you go up the stairs. You have satyr legs, right? Little goat legs. Is that right?
Yeah. But she picks the boots up and carries them with her and keeps them as close as possible, and then sets
But
them
are people
down.
asleep by the time that you do that?
Everyone's asleep.
Okay. So I'm just like, Manfred. I feel you're very
More fuzziness.
More fuzzy.
The legs also smell terrible.
Oh no.
We're in those boots all day.
Yeah.
Kadam, are you gonna be downstairs?
Yeah, I'm probably in an armchair.
Okay. Rhea as well posts up downstairs. I think before bed she asked one of you for a bedroll. If somebody has a bedroll that she can borrow.
I guess I do, actually. I've gone camping.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think she had a bedroll when she arrived. She was pretty low equipped. So yeah, she borrows your bedroll and just posts up on the floor, heads off to sleep. All right. So
Sorry, I'm picturing a scene of just being, oh, Manfred, I feel your legs, and like playing footsie with who I think is Manfred.
Oh no.
Because I don't know.
what do you do, Pip? You feel Calliope?
Just like what Calliope thinks is footsie is Pip just angrily kicking, being like, "Stay on your side. I know it's a twin bed, but come on."
You hear Manfred go, "I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to stay on my side."
Wham, wham. You're not doing a great job of it. It's fine. It's fine.
Amazing. So you all get a long rest. So go ahead.
Thank goodness.
Get
Spell
everything.
slots. Yes, I heard.
Finally.
You get everything back.
Oh my god.
Nothing bothers you in the night. Except actually.
Don't
So
do
you-
this, us.
Well, no. You go ahead. You get a long rest.
Okay, good.
Um,
Oh, all these spell slots.
I know. It feels so good.
but Kadam,
Oh. Well, Kadam's been hoping for this. I now cannot hear you.
how about now?
No.
Oh,
It just looks like you're
no.
muted.
Has
Yeah.
this happened again?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
There we go.
It's alright. My god is a mysterious god.
my mic has been, I think my cable is maybe messed up or my connection point, but it keeps doing that. So, but we're back. So, Kadam,
Yeah.
you drift off into darkness. Feel the sleep wash over you. And then you see almost like an aurora of golden light start to appear in front of you, dancing in the darkness. And you feel a presence at your side. What do you do?
I don't turn and look just yet. I look out at the aurora and kind of chuckle and say, I was going to try and find you. I bought drugs for you. And then turn and look up.
You look up at the form looming above you, this humanoid form with the four wings draped down around almost like a cloak, and the large owl-shaped head like a barn owl looking down at you. Their head kind of turns and then looks off towards the aurora.
I follow.
As you look towards this golden light dancing, you suddenly feel that strange sensation of moving without exerting any will. Just that sense of moving, your stomach kind of dropping a little, and the aurora starts to fill your view. And you start to see shapes forming in it, darkened shadows and silhouettes of buildings and towers and clock towers, and you start to recognize landmarks you've seen before. In fact, clock tower, there's just the one that appears, and you see it is the one at the Temple of Gond. And you realize that as this landscape of shadow bathed in this golden aurora takes form, you are looking out over Baldur's Gate from the upper city. You start to see a shape forming in the aurora above the city. A almost diamond-like shape, but with curves to it, as it... And you start to see it form and create more detail as you see swirling lines tracing out in the sky above, in this landscape of blackness and gold. And the lines seem to trace out what looks to be almost a shield with an intricate motif on it that is ever slowly shifting and changing. And this motif looks like the face of some sort of creature. You see eyes that are very clear to you. You start to see a broad nose almost forming, or just nostrils appearing. and then a mouth slightly agape, just filled with teeth, sharp teeth.
Do I recognize this face?
Ooh, make a history check.
Not my well, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. History.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say history. I meant to say religion. So whatever you
Oh,
got.
religion. That's even better. 19.
You don't recognize it.
All right.
As this form takes shape above, you can start to hear cries and whispers rising up around you and from the city below. This strange dissonant sound, and every once in a while you hear phrases coming through of an individual getting in an argument with someone else, someone calling out to an individual to give them all of their possessions, another individual calling towards Merkel, another one calling towards Bane, screams of terror, screams of pain, all starting to flood in to your consciousness and this strange soundscape around you. Do you do anything?
I try and fly. I try and fly up through the face.
Okay. Go ahead and make just do a wisdom roll for me. Add your spell casting modifier.
16.
You feel yourself pick up and start to head up towards this face. As you approach it, you start to hear a different whisper, a deep, hollow whisper calling out towards you from this face that starts to loom up before you. The whisper says, "Oh, please, you must help me. Please, you must help me. Help me." As the face starts to become closer and closer, what do you do?
Is the aspect of Sahanin still around? Like, or am I alone now?
So you look back over your shoulder, and make another wisdom roll for me.
No. 8.
Actually, a wisdom saving throw. So whatever you rolled.
12.
12?
Yeah. What?
Sehanin is nowhere to be seen.
11.
Yeah.
All right. I say to the face, "Who are you? What do you want?"
You kind of
Still flying up towards it.
fly up, and the face, it starts to envelop your entire view to the point where it's hard to see all the details, but then it sort of coalesces down into a more crisp golden image before you. Below the tiny floating figure of Kadam, we see the shadowscape of the city bathed in the golden light with these beams of golden aurora kind of jutting up through the streets. And Kadam just floats there with this small golden face before you that looks a little frightening. It's not like a typical beautiful face, right? It's got these like sharpened teeth and these lines running through it, but you hear the voice come through. I am trapped. I once had a name. I cannot remember it. You must help free me. Please. I am trapped. You
Where
must
are you
find
trapped? Who trapped you?
There were 3 of them. 3 of them found me. 3 of them brought me somewhere. Please, you must find me. You must find me. Please. And the voice starts to become more and more faint. The image starts to become more faint. You feel yourself starting to be pulled from this image. Do you do anything?
Question first. Claire has an idea. I don't know if Kadam would have the context.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about List.
List. Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that she would have indicated what her deal is at all and who she
worships?
Yeah, or is subsumed by?
Just to clarify, it's been a while since I reviewed these NPCs. I believe List. Do you are you comfortable with saying the god?
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if Jurgle.
Jurgle? And which one was Jurgle? That was a god of death, right?
Yeah, he was the god of death before the Dead 3, yes?
Before the Dead 3. Okay, got it, yeah. Yeah, I think List at some point has told you of this, especially as you started to seemingly exhibit divine connection. So I'll give you that. You know who List's patron deity is or deity is.
Okay. Okay. I will look back towards the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then out in the direction of El Terrell.
Okay.
Do I see any indication of El Terrell?
Make another wisdom check for me.
Another 16.
You look out to the east. When you look to the east, you just see darkness. And as that voice is calling to you, please, you must find me. You must find me. You feel yourself being pulled in the direction of the darkness. You start to actually feel wind on your face in this darkened void as those little tendrils of gold light dissipate. And you feel yourself...
Can I run with it? Can I push myself in the direction I'm being pulled?
Yeah, you can. You push yourself in the direction you're being pulled, and the darkness rises up to meet you and suddenly opens up. And you see before you a seeming pit down into fiery red. And you were being pulled towards it. You hear the immense sound of iron chains clinking around you as some heavy weight seems to be pulling them down. And in the last moments before you are awakened, you hear the screams of thousands and see a glimpse of some massive shape floating above a fiery red field before everything goes dark. And you wake up. It is the following morning in Baldur's Gate. So, everybody, Kadam, you still have drugs that you can do, if you wish to.
I'll keep them in my back pocket.
Thank you very much, ArcF2, for the thank you. Appreciate it. Um, so you all wake up the following morning to find yourselves in Baldur's Gate, out in the outer city. You can start to hear the sounds of the outer city coming to life around you. The sounds of horses and carts being drawn. What would you like to do today?
I think the first thing that happens when I think Manfred and a Calliope wake up before Pip does,
Okay.
and Pip does not have time to put on the boots.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, Calliope, I'll let you react to however you want to this.
Calliope's nonplussed by furry humanoids pretending to not be furry humanoids. Just, another one.
And Manfred as well is just like, takes the blanket off, sees the hooves, looks at you, Calliope.
I think we make eye contact. Last night makes a lot more sense now.
Yes, it does. Understood. All right. Let's just keep this between us. She clearly doesn't want anyone to know. I can respect that.
Keep what between us? I didn't see nothing.
Exactly. And he gently takes the blankets and kind of tucks them under your feet, Pip, to cover them, and then heads downstairs.
That's sweet. I think at that, Pip like immediately wakes up and is like, and just like boots on.
Manfred just gives a little nod as you bolt awake. You look over and you see his head descending down the stairs, and he just gives you a little nod and goes, "Good morning," and then heads down.
I love Manfred so much.
Kidam,
Yeah.
can we talk to the severed head?
Yeah.
Kidam, do you have a severed head still?
Yes, I do, and I have
Is it in
neighbors
your
as well.
pocket?
As you're yelling this, Pip, you do hear next door the kind of muffled sounds of like many children like running around and a dog going.
I will get tea started because I'm not doing this without tea. And we'll also say to the general public here in my house. I also was thinking of trying to contact a couple of people about hell. I was wondering if y'all would be down to collaborate on that with me.
Are you asking us if we want to go to hell with you?
Well, I wasn't quite there. I was still working towards that. But I know one person at least who probably has been there, and as far as I'm aware, ain't there now, and probably knows some things. And I was thinking of contacting him.
Damn! I would not have guessed that you had accomplices down there.
Well, I don't. It was an accident meeting him.
Yeah, that's how you get accomplices.
Oh,
It's
sure,
great.
an accident.
No, it actually wasn't.
Yeah,
an
I've had a
accident.
lot of accidents too.
Great. Where is he? When can we meet him?
No idea. I was gonna send him a sending.
Great. Let's get some tea. Is that tea done yet?
Yeah, it's steeped.
All right,
I will serve tea.
You all have tea and breakfast, and yeah. What are you all doing?
Severed head or devil first? I can't believe I said those words. Last few months have been absolutely wild.
You know, Kidam, since both of these things originated with you, I would have guessed that we would have been the bad influences on you. You have hidden
No,
depths.
what? Oh dear.
Your hidden
feel
depths go all the
corrupted.
way to hell, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, let's go see the devil.
All right. So I will cast Sending to Fred. Not the Fred from last night, but the Fred from like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Fred is an imp that we met in our first adventure at level 1 almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
So, Fred, hope you're having a grand old time on the material plane. How would a mortal like me get into and out of hell?
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Don't make a deal with Fred, Hidam said. It's too dangerous.
I ain't making a deal.
So long. Okay. Hey, yo, Kadam! Ha! Yeah, things have been great. Let me tell ya. If you want to get into hell, just be a real shithead, you know? But getting back out, gotta make some deals.
All right, that was absolutely not helpful at all. But that's pretty much what I was expecting, frankly.
Oh, he'll say the last thing he'll say, next time you're in Candlekeep, look me up. Ah.
All right. To the group, I say, well, I have been recommended to be a shithead in order to get into hell. And getting out requires some deals, which I already knew.
Well, we can help you with the first part.
Yeah, I feel like that would take way too long and also would put other people in harm's way.
Depends on your definition of harm.
Mm.
But there's got to be a faster way.
Oh, I imagine so.
Oh, wait, hold on. Why do you want to go to hell?
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
was
where
just thinking,
Elturel
like,
is.
yeah, but like maybe if it was sent to hell from the material plane up here, there's a way still up here to like kind of pull it back out. Maybe there's like still a rope attached or something. Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly could go to where Elturel was.
I was thinking these ringleaders up here in Baldur's Gate. They're a lot closer.
Oh, the Vanthampers. I think we should
them.
absolutely see what's going on with them.
Isn't
let's just go with
president or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elturel has fallen and somebody needs to be saved. He's hidden in the Vanthamper mansion very conveniently.
Yeah, yeah, saved.
Or extracted. And pumped for information. I frankly, I don't really care too much about it. I really think it would be a good contact to have, though.
Doubtless. Head next.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
I will pull out this poor man's head.
All right. You pull out the
How's Rhea doing, actually, before I do this?
She's done her routine of getting everything put away, and she's standing in a corner, kind of arms crossed and just watching everything. She's not looking away, but I'd say with your passive insight, I mean, she looks a little uncomfortable. Has kind of resigned herself to this since it was kind of resolved last night. So,
Rhea, you don't have to be present for this if you don't want to.
No, I'd like to be present for it.
All right.
I can understand the necessity of this. It just felt... It didn't feel right.
I understand.
We're in difficult times, and compromises need to be made.
See, that's the sort of thing that I was talking about last night, with the things that folks say where they think that they're good and they're killing people. They're like, oh, you made me do this. We're not that alone, that different. Compromises must be made. I'm just saying it's a slippery slope, and we're on it.
Maybe now's not really the time.
Okay.
For that,
Point taken. Okay.
but I agree. Can we head?
All right. I will take out this poor man's head.
Pip, are you like? I imagine you like almost half crouched, excitedly like pointing at Kadam's head.
Yeah,
Like,
head.
Okay, I've never done this before. I don't know exactly
That's great, I'm sure.
how it works. I believe it's 5 questions. Let me think about that for a moment.
I will trust you.
It does have a mouth. Yep.
5 questions.
5 questions.
Yep.
All right.
Kadam is getting ready. Pip is like, oh, wait, and putting on back on the captain disguise.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes. Excellent. So
Like shop.
I think the way this works is that I have to ask the questions, but Pip, frankly, would be very helpful if you were like right over my shoulder.
I already am.
I see that. All right. What questions?
What is my name?
Oh my god. So wait, okay, hold on. Real quick, Pip, you are gonna take an hour before this to get dressed up once more, put on all the makeup, and look like the captain. You crouch
Can I
down.
take a half hour and do it like not very well?
If you want, yeah. Sure.
Oh, god damn it.
Do you want me to? Sure. Okay. So you take a half an hour to get ready, and you crouch down next to Kadam in a half-assed version of the costume, I guess. And
He's dead. How good can his memory be?
and Kadam, you cast the spell.
Sure.
Okay. So you cast the spell. The head lying there on the floor of your...
I'm
or you're
holding it up.
So you're holding it in your hand. And all of you just see it sitting there, kind of slightly slack-jawed, eyes off to the side. When you all hear a loud... as the jaw kind of pops to one side. And then the eyes slowly look up towards you, Kadam. What do you do?
I think I freeze for a good like 5 seconds. And then I kind of turn the head so that it's looking at Pip.
Okay, its eyes just kind of stay with you,
Oh,
And then
okay.
and then it slowly and notices the other figure in the room and looks up at you, Pip, and then back to you, Kadam.
Kadam, do you have to ask the questions?
Mm-hmm.
Ask who I am.
Please state your name, rank, and your commanding officer.
Nice. All right, Kadam. I need you to make a deception roll with
All right.
advantage.
With advantage.
Yes. Okay, I got the DC in mind.
Oh no.
With advantage?
Yep.
Okay. What'd you get?
13?
Eyes still looking at you. Dart towards Pip, back to you. I'm trying to remember. Pip, I believe... Did you kill this man? Or did Calliope? I know that Calliope, this man went down the hall to find you, Calliope. You stabbed him at least once, but then Pip, I think you came up behind him and attacked him as well, correct? Am I misremembering that?
Oh, wait, hold on. I think... so this head is the commanding officer?
No, this head is the gentleman that you killed in the hallway that where you found Vendetta tied up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I
think you
I
stabbed
did.
this
I
man.
came up. I did not stab him. I came up behind him and tried to poison spray him
Poison
twice,
spray.
and it didn't work
Right.
either
Yes.
time.
Okay.
So he
So
has no beef with me.
So you say all this to the head,
Mhm.
Kadam. The eyes dart to Pip, back to you, back to Pip, and they lock eyes with you, Pip. And in a very strange, like, rigor mortis way, the head kind of... You killed me. And then looks back at Kadam.
Sir, if you could step away for a moment, I say to Pip.
You're wrong, though.
You step away. Okay. All right. Kadam. So that was one question.
Yep, that was one. That was one.
I did no damage to you whatsoever.
And it didn't actually answer that question, and it wasn't technically a question either.
Yeah,
I've read the
they don't
spell.
need
They
to.
don't need to answer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's true that you are dead, and that you died in the line of duty. I think this is all real. This is all just Kadam, like, not knowing.
And the head is just sort of moving in your hands, staring at you.
Oh, I don't like that. This is an intermediary position on your way to your reward. I have a few more questions for you before I speed you on your way.
Okay.
What do you know of the Vanthampur's plans? It's not gonna go well.
All right. You get one more deception roll. This is a straight roll
Yeah.
to see if the head somehow...
23. Isn't that 19?
Okay. The Vanthampur's plans. Okay. The Vanthampurs promised to help us bring back the Dead Three.
All right. Well, that's I'll look around the rest of the room. We didn't plan this out beforehand. Do you have family here in Baldur's Gate? Oh no. I had the thought.
Hold on.
What would everyone ask us?
So you asked that.
My name was Rhea.
You asked that. The head sitting there. questions.
Oh no.
You got 2 left.
Yep. I'm sweating over here.
Calliope or Pip?
All right, Puddle.
Okay.
Put that down.
You put the head down it.
Just put a little blankie over it, like a tea cozy.
Grab a tea cozy, you throw it over it.
Okay. So the head has corroborated the Vanthempers are... Are you drinking tea right now? Okay, give me a little bit. Okay, we've corroborated the Vanthempers are obviously involved. I don't know why Mortlock would have lied about it.
Yeah.
I don't think this head knows what we can do to stop it. He won't tell me who the commanding officer is, which is really annoying.
Oh,
What else do we want to know?
maybe something like what happened to El Terrell, just to see what that, like, do they think that the Dead Three are responsible? I don't know why that would be helpful to us, though.
Well, is it a given that the Vanthempers are trying to drag Baldur's Gate down as well?
Oh,
Or is that just implied?
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about that. I will definitely ask him if Baldur's Gate's gonna go down to hell too.
Ask about the president.
Yeah.
Elturel.
Thaddeus Krieg.
Thaddeus Creed, yeah, that's the president.
All right, so that's two more. That's that. Okay, I'll go back over to the head.
Okay.
Are there plans to bring Baldur's Gate down to where Elturel is?
We know not where Elturel has gone. We were working to establish a base of operations within Elturel upon the Vanthempers' request.
That's new info. All right, and last question. What do you know of Thaddeus Krieg?
I'm not very political. I know Thaddeus Krieg is High Overseer of Elturel. And then the head just goes, not really goes limp, I guess. It kind of like stiffens up, and the eyes sort of go into a congealed state.
I look at it and said, you know, I haven't been that political either, but it seems I need to be, and I will just put the head back into my bag.
Okay. So, head goes back into the bag of holding. All right.
Well, that was useless.
Yeah, that was. So that's 0 out of 2 so far this morning. I got one more idea. To put in a request for information at Candlekeep. They won't be able to communicate much over sending, but I don't know actually if it might. Maybe I should just quit while I'm ahead. I'm not ahead. I'm behind by 2.
It's not a contest.
All right, last third level spell slot of the day. It's 8 a.m.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do sending to Kaylin Brightwood
Okay.
because he's the one person in Candlekeep that I know
Okay. So
other than Fred.
You send to Kaylin Brightwood. What do you say?
Utmost importance. I'm gonna count this one out. Need information on cultists of Zariel. Transportation of locations across planes. And nature of companion in Elturel. Elturel in Hills. I got 3 words left.
I trust you. So I wasn't counting, so I
Okay.
trust you. I trust you. 3 words left.
Vanthampur may be responsible.
Okay.
Just don't put that on him with his breakfast.
So, need information on cultists of Zariel.
Yeah, cultists of Zariel.
Need information on the nature of companion. Need transportation to other planes.
Well, information on transporting locations to other planes.
Okay, I think he can put that one together. Yeah, and then just the statement: Vanthampurs may be responsible. Is that right?
Yeah, Elturel's in the hills.
Okay. Yeah, that was a lot of information. Make a persuasion roll for me. I just want to see like how he's feeling.
That's cocked. That's fine. 23.
Ah, get on. I can look into this for you, if you wish. I will have to send it in pieces. Quite an accusation that you make there about the Vanthampurs. I will reach out to my contacts in Baldur's Gate. See what I can find. Hope Lovelace and you are doing well.
That's what you get.
Okay.
While Kidam and Pip are doing all these things, I am looking over a paper with my tea. This is the paper that, what's his face? Mortlock wrote out for us about the activity and like information of Dead 3. I'm looking to see if he maybe included a roster of like names of people who are like manning that outpost. Because we asked for all the information about that.
I see. Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. I knew I should have gotten that. Okay, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Pip, do you have investigation?
Yes, I do. But okay, timing wise. So after let's see, because you're still kind of in the room. So I think after the severed head is just like, you killed me, and Pip is all affronted and just kind of goes over to like, well, fine, I'm gonna hang out with Calliope then.
Yeah. Okay.
Stupid head.
So I would say you notice Calliope poring over these notes. Calliope, what'd you get? You got an 8?
I've not rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
15.
Oh, 15, nice.
Oh, okay, cool. You don't need
going through it, yeah, I would say there is a roster of names listed out. That is a good idea that this would be on this document. All right, so you get so you get like a list of the various heads of the different kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's those that worship Bane, there's those that worship Merkel, those that worship Ball, and there's like the various heads of those. You see Jameis being up at the head of the acolytes of Merkel. You see for Ball, the god of murder, you see an individual by the name of Vaz, V-A-A-Z. And you actually see... Oh my god, I have to go... Y'all are making me dig through my notes here, like ones that are from very long ago. It's awesome. But I'm like, wow, this information I haven't thought about in a long time. That's it. Right. Yes. So for the head of, for Bane, you see a name that doesn't mean anything to you, but you see the name Pask Delusker. And then under those names, you see some like minor, captains, I guess, or like lieutenants. And of those, the names that stand out to you, you have Flennis. You have Flennis is under Merkel. Under Bane, you have Yignath, who seems to be some sort of lieutenant. And then under Ball, you get the name where are you? I have so many people in here. Yeah, you get Corian Key. So, these are some like key figures that you get listed out for the Cult of the Dead 3. Now, these are names that you get, and it's, you kind of have to, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all to decide who you think this person is that Pip is impersonating, but those are the names you get.
Is there I'm going full on like detective,
Mhm.
what's it, Agatha Christie, old person on a train.
Uh-huh.
Which god symbol is part of Pip's hastily constructed costume this morning?
That's awesome. You don't have to roll. You just look. Pip has the symbol of Bane.
Interesting.
Excellent. Yagnath is a good, strong name. I feel like a Yagnath.
So I think the way that this is like revealed, like Calliope's just been like reading the paper. It's like, are you quite done with all of this head stuff? I figured out who you're supposed to be. You are Yiganath, priest of Bane. I think you work for someone named Pask Delusker. Not political, I don't know who that one is.
Oh, I do.
Oh yeah? Friend of yours? Another one?
No.
An accomplice you had an accident with?
We weren't accomplices. He caused me to have a few accidents. No, he's one of the patriarchs in the upper city. He was the one who ran Hamhock Slaughterhouse. There we go. Who was trying to set up that as a base for the Dead 3 that Lovelace and I, well, we nipped that in the bud. He spent a few 10-day in prison and then vanished.
Oh, I think I heard about that. That's the one that you're all famous for, right? Big
Yeah.
courthouse, all that hubbub. We heard about that in Elturel. Some of those hobnobs getting knocked down. That
Yeah.
makes great news, great tabloids. I love that stuff. Always pick it up when I go shopping. It's nice to know what the gossip is.
You see Rhea nod in acknowledgement. Awesome. That was awesome. Also, yeah, Operation Rip Otto.
Oh, poor Otto.
Oh man. Anyways, so we're a little over time here, but I'm having so much fun with this role play. Do you have any last minute things? Yeah, before we wrap up the episode, do you have one final thing?
Well, if I'm looking over Calliope's shoulder at this point, I will also point to Corey and Key. We did hear the name Corey a couple of times when we were doing all that stuff with. Why am I having such trouble remembering this name?
Hamhock Slaughter.
Hamhock. Thank you. With Hamhocks. Did I see Corey dead in the Dancing Nymph?
No.
All right.
Wait,
So they're
remind me, where did we hear the name Corey before?
Lovelace stayed at Hamhocks, I think,
Hamhocks.
right?
Yeah.
Was it Hamhocks?
I think Jameis called out to Corey at some point during the battle, and that was the first time we'd heard that name. Like, very clearly to the person who'd been tracking us.
And we've heard Flennis before too. I do remember that, but I don't remember him.
Flinnis was the one who fireballed us.
Yeah, Flennis was the one that almost killed you.
Right.
Yeah,
You'll never forget.
I'm not gonna forget her.
Yeah, I will say Arc F2, if you have time to go back and rewatch some episodes, I think it was 3 episodes
It was
ago.
so good. It was so good.
Everybody almost died. It was ridiculous. Awesome.
So close.
So as you finish up your morning here and have the day before you, I know you all want to do some more stuff in Baldur's Gate. I think we're gonna end though tonight because we are over. I do kind of want to just keep playing.
I want to know what we're doing.
I know. Well, do you? So real quick, a little bit of table talk here since we're I think we have a little time. I'm happy for next episode to just kind of continue this slower pace since you all just did like a big dungeon crawl. So I just want to let you know, like, no pressure from me. I'm not gonna like try to push you in a direction. So y'all can continue the slower pace kind of pseudo downtime to discuss and figure things out. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's it for this. What I'm gonna say is, I think next episode though, we might do one more episode of this adventure. We're like on adventure 8. We might do one more episode of adventure 8, and then we're gonna start a new arc, and we'll see where things go from there. We're kind of working some things out on like how the show is gonna be structured, so that might be changing in like the next couple months. But yeah. Anything else from y'all before we wrap this up? As Kadam, Calliope, Pip, Rhea, and Manfred gather their things up to head out and do things in Baldur's Gate for the day. Any final words or quips?
I am gonna ask Manfred how he got in on this.
Oh,
because
on
he
the
was not part of this when I was last here.
you mean on the whole Dead 3 thing?
Yeah, like
Yeah. We
I
can
just show up and he's dead in not dead in Rhea's arms, but he's passed out in Rhea's arms.
we can resolve that next episode.
And just one final thing, like before leaving, Pip is just going to take out the spell books that we brave robbed, and just show them to Gadam and be like, "You want to take a look at these before I sell them for far more than they're worth?"
Well, that's
And
a
that's
impressive statement.
And that's where we end with Pip holding these two, I think it was 2 spell books. Okay, awesome. Well, we'll see you all next week. And yes, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you Arc F2 for coming in tonight.
Yeah.
You were wonderful. It was really fun having you. next week we are going to go back to our usual schedule of Monday nights. So if you want to keep watching, tune in Monday night at 7:30. And yeah, see everybody next week. Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.